Now the story begins like this. Dr. Sadao Hoki was a Japanese doctor, and his house was at the coast. It was located on a rock above a narrow beach. And his father had given him all the attention. He was a strict man and never joked or played with Sadao. He wanted to make his only son a famous doctor. So he sent him to America to attain higher education. The father would take young Sadao to the islands near the shore and say that the islands were the stepping stones to the future of Japan. So Sadao had been sent at 22 to America to study surgery and medicine and had returned at 30. He had mastered the art of healing wounds. And this was the only reason that he was not sent with the troops by the old general. And he himself was not well and needed operation any time. So the military troops had at present been sent abroad, but Sadao had not been sent for two reasons. So what are the two reasons? First, he was a brilliant doctor and was working on an important medical discovery. And second, there was a possibility of the old general needing an operation. Consequently, Sadao was in Japan with his wife Hana and their children. He had met Hana in America at an America's professor's house. And they had finished their studies and returned to Japan. His father had also approved of his marrying her because of her faith in traditional Japanese values. So Sadao considered himself lucky for having met her. Now one day, on a foggy evening, Sadao and Hana were standing outside in the mist, facing the sea. They saw something black coming out of the mist. And it was a man. And they saw him stagger a few steps and then fall. They noticed him crawling before he fell on his face and lay there. The two of them, presuming that he was a fisherman, ran towards him. And to their utter surprise, they saw it was a white man, their enemy, but he was wounded and unconscious. They were in an awkward condition and didn't know what to do. First, they thought of throwing him back in the sea. They hated him as they were Japanese, and he was an American, and Americans were their enemies. They might also have killed many such Japanese soldiers heartlessly. Both Sadao and Hana thought that if he had been fit and healthy, they would have given him in the custody of the police. And they had no sympathy for him. But now that he was wounded and unconscious, so it had become difficult for them to get ignorant about him. So they decided otherwise and took him in their house.